the pitch studio, where everything you want from a pitch studio you will get here from the pitch studio here at VIVATECH. Right now, it's all about, as you can see now, it's all about a reveal, all about essentially Green Tech Innovation 2025 winners reveal. So Green Tech Innovation, an initiative led by Ecolab, the innovation laboratory of the French Ministry for Ecological Transition. And really this initiative really aims to stimulate the French green tech ecosystem, in particular supporting French startups, French SMEs as well, really providing innovative solutions capable of accelerating the ecological transition. So it's all about green tech, it's all about moving sense of this, an intriguing, healthy, productive discussion round table here on stage, as I say, to help us kind of make sense of this and potentially also help us make better decisions as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now see on the screen all our panelists here on stage. Please welcome everybody here on stage. Will you come and join us?
Hi everyone, thank you for being here today. So right now we're going to talk about how we can use AI for adaptation to climate change. And to discuss this, I have the honor to have a really great panel with very diverse structures with us today. So first we have Mona Traika. Mona is a local official from Plaine Commune, and she's going to explain what Plaine Commune is and how many inhabitants and all. We have Grégory Châtel, who is the Director of Research and Development at VIVATECH. We have Sébastien Soriano, who is the Director General at IGN. He's also going to explain what IGN is. And then we have Patrick Laurent-Finch, who is the Director of Transformation and Digital at the Groupe Caisse des Dépôts. So we have very diverse set of people, I would say, because we have people from companies, small and big, someone from a local authority, and someone from a public structure. So we're going to talk about adaptation to climate change. Why are we talking about this? Because climate change is indeed happening, and we need to adapt our infrastructures to it. And last March, our Ministry of Environment released a plan to make sure that France is ready for global warming of plus 4 degrees Celsius by 2100. And in this plan, there are a lot of measures, but the 51st measures is about how we can use AI to tackle adaptation to climate change. For example, by monitoring floods, by monitoring forest fires, or coastal erosion. And so today with the set of people, I'm going to discuss how we can use AI for this. But first, Mona, maybe, can you describe Plaine Commune and how do you see the potential of AI for its transition?
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for the invitation. I'm really honored to be here today. I just want a few words because I just knew that we have more than 40% of the women who created startup this morning, and they are awarded. It's very important, and I just wanted to mention it. I just want also to give you the big picture of Plaine Commune. Plaine Commune is a territory in the Paris region. It's 8 cities. It concerns about 450,000 inhabitants, and it has been created 25 years ago with when its DNA, the ecological transition, the climate change, and the innovation, culture, art, and innovation. And I think it's important to have the big picture because we received, we welcomed the world also last summer for the Paralympic and the Olympic Games, and it was a real opportunity for us to accelerate the innovation with the transition for the climate and to be able to show the world that France is a new place, is the place to innovate with all the partners. Let me talk about what is my vision for the climate change. I have 2 minutes for it. I decided to to bring my notes and to highlight, I think, three main areas. I think first it's mobility. I had the opportunity in the past to work on the numeric and the digital strategy of the Grand Paris Express, which is the most digital subway, tube, metro in the world. And we were also talking about data, because when we talk about AA, we talk about data. And mobility, and I think that AI will help us to reduce carbon emission by optimizing, you said it in the introduction, optimizing transport routes, predicting traffic flows is also something very important, and promoting shared and low-impact transportation. This leads to more sustainable, inclusive. I think that we have, if I have a message this morning, AI, we have a very important issue is the inclusivity. The second one is the urban safety. I'm not talking about video protection, I'm talking about how making our territories more resilient, facing all the climate change, and I think we have to work on it, and we are going in the next 2 weeks to vote a climate plan with more than 30 actions about the climate change and how we can anticipate, protect our citizens for the transition, and it's very important for us too. And the third, and not the least, is the waste management. How we are going to manage, I think it's a major challenge for the ecological transition, where AI offers concrete solutions, and we are working with startups about this because it's very important to accelerate. I saw different startups that has been awarded this morning talking about this subject, and it's a major subject. Optimizing waste collection routes, detecting illegal dumping in real time, I think that you're going to talk about it, and improving recycling processes. We are not also, when we are talking about waste management, I think we have a major also challenge is how we are going to change our economics model. We are going through different, for example, if I'm talking about economic models, we were talking about the construction sector. It's very important because waste management is going to improve the way we are going to more circular and local economic actors and economic developments. It's a very big issue because it's very important if you want to succeed with the ecological transition. First, I just wanted to add something because I think that any project involving AA, data or digital must include an environmental dimension. We have to think about it from the day one, and it's very, very important because it changes all the way you build your territory, you have your vision, and you can imagine a new future for all the citizens and all the stakeholders. For fully harness the potential of AA, I think that we have to reinvent the way we collaborate. We have to reinvent the way we collaborate with the public sector, private sector, industrial, citizen. I think that we have to be human-centric because without the citizen and without the communities and without the non-profit organization, we will not be able to realize the project that we want. And we are really changing the world and the future for each one of us. Each one in the audience, each one here on the stage, and each one all over the world. I remember Change Now, and I was there, and it was very amazing to see how much the makers, and we are all makers of this new world that we are building all together. We have to reconsider our partnerships. There is a kind of partnership, public and private, but I think that we have to consider public, private, non-profit organizations, communities involved in local community and in our cities, and also the planet, because we are not living in a world with an infinity of resources, and we have to manage it from day one when we are going to imagine the new ecosystem. We are trying to to build, I said it, we are trying to build a new world, but a new kind of, we are redesigning all the cooperation, and it's very important also to also to accept to experiment things. We can experiment, and we can progress and increase our actions when we experiment. I think that's the point I wanted to explain.
Thank you. Maybe Patrick, a reaction on what Sébastien and Mona just touched upon on the importance.
We all know that when we are talking about AI, we are talking about data, and the point that you suggested about the infrastructure, because cloud is not only a concept, we have the data center, and we have to ensure that when we build a new data center, we consider the planet and the impact, the footprint of this. For example, in Saint-Denis, we had during the Olympic Games, we had this project with the biggest, one of the biggest data center in Europe, made by Equinix. It's a 1 billion euros data center, and we decided politically to have a very important requirements, and this requirements, it was how we can reuse the energy. And it's possible if you want it, and if from day one you decide to consider the planet. And now you see in the news that there's a beautiful swimming pool, Olympic swimming pool in Saint-Denis, in front of the Stade de France, and we reuse the energy of this data center for the swimming pool. I think that we have really, it's very important that the footprint for the infrastructure.
Thank you.